When Archbishop Daniel M. Beekline announced his retirement on September 21, 2011, he was asked, "What is the most important accomplishment of your 19 years?" Without hesitation, he said, "Education." Archbishop Daniel arrived in 1992 to find enrollment at a historic low, but he quickly reaffirmed his support for Catholic schools, especially in the center city of Indianapolis, and began building bridges to community partners. In 1995, he launched the Making a Difference campaign, the first partnership between the Archdiocese and the corporate community in support of Catholic schools. The first Celebrating Catholic School Values event followed in 1996 and has raised more than $4.6 million to date. The Legacy of Hope from Generation to Generation capital campaign in the 1990s resulted in a school building boom not seen since the 1960s. The corporate phase, Building Communities of Hope, made possible the construction of 2 new Center City Catholic school buildings, which were among the first constructed in the country in 40 years. The Archdiocese also secured the first of 2 major municipal bonds for school construction, a first in Indiana. By the end of the decade, more than 6,000 new students were in our schools. 6 new Catholic schools opened under Archbishop Daniel. On the national education stage, Archbishop Daniel chaired the U.S. Bishops' Committee on Catechesis and oversaw the implementation of the Catechism of the Catholic Church and its use by textbook publishers. In 2001, the Archdiocese received a $10 million challenge grant from the Lilly Endowment for school improvement. The challenge was met with nearly $8 million from generous corporate, foundation, government, and individual donors. The resulting program was called Project Exceed. The results of Project Exceed are tangible and measurable. Our schools now serve 20% more students with identified special needs. More than 92% of our students passed both portions of the I-STEP test for 2011. Teachers have received thousands of hours in applied professional growth programs focused on best practices. 23 schools in the Archdiocese have earned a National Blue Ribbon from the U.S. Department of Education since 2003, and a total of 32 National Blue Ribbons have been earned by 26 schools since 1985, the most by any diocese in the nation. The graduation rate for the Catholic high schools is over 98%, and nearly 97% of our graduates go on to higher education. Students in our urban high schools are 7 times as likely to go to college as students in neighboring schools. The new millennium brought new challenges, and Archbishop Daniel responded with innovative strategies. In 2006, a new consortium of 6 Center City schools was renamed the Mother Theodore Catholic Academies, in honor of Mother Theodore Guerin, Indiana's first saint. The Legacy of Our Mission Capital campaign provided funding for more expansion and renovation of Catholic schools and helped sustain school improvement programs such as those introduced in Project Exceed. In 2010, the Archdiocese made 2 of its Mother Theodore Catholic Academies into public charter schools and began operating them under the management of a separate secular board, another first for any diocese in the country. This innovative move offered a way to retain quality schools and still provide religious education after school. The recent passage of laws by the Indiana legislature of allowing educational choice through state vouchers for students to attend private schools and tax credits for donors of private school scholarships have helped raise enrollment significantly in Catholic schools. Through 19 years of faithful service, leadership, and prayer, Archbishop Daniel, our education Archbishop, leaves us filled with hope and a can-do spirit that inspires us to continue to make our Catholic schools among the best in the nation.